Peace, y'all. So this is gonna be one of the deepest decodings that I think I have ever done, and I'm gonna have to do this in portions. This is something that cannot be posted right anywhere else. So I'm gonna be connecting a lot of information to you from your physical body to occult, esoteric, Gnostic knowledge. So let me just jump straight into it because I really don't know where to start because it's so much. So let me first start off by saying this. The data centers are being constructed on top of sacred land. Any sacred land that you can think of, the data centers are being constructed on top of sacred land because it is siphoning energy from the sacred land. The same way colonizers took sacred land for the purpose of resources, well, guess who is the resource now? We are. And that's because of the EUMELAMIN. That is because of the ninth etheric field connection that we have. So I'm just going to jump straight into this. So in Memphis, they have a something that they've been calling Project Zero. And it's the police department have this Operation Zero thing going on. I think they're doing it in Tampa as well, and maybe even somewhere where you stay, they might be doing this. But the 0 point field is a foundational concept in quantum physics and metaphysics. It represents the infinite, the omnipresent energy matrix, from which reality emerges. This is the primordial source of creation. So I'll say ZPF for short because I am going to move through this kind of quickly, but you are more than welcome to slow this down, or just watch portions of it and come back to it. But that means the ground state of existence. That's a sea of infinite potential where all possibilities coexist before manifesting into a form. In mystical tradition, it aligns with the Akashic field, a cosmic record of all events, and the divine matrix, a conscious energy web connecting all things. So, metaphysics talks about the 0 point field, the ZPS, is intelligent and responsive. It acts as a medium for telepathy, which is non local mind to mind communication. This is why I can do Akashic record readings and you're not local to me. Manifestation, thoughts shaping reality through resonant frequencies. The brain is theorized to act as a quantum antenna, tuning into specific ZPF frequencies to generate a conscious experience. Okay, so by accessing the ZPF through meditation, intention, and energy work, you can actually repattern your DNA through the photon emissions from DNA interacting with your energy field because of specific intentions that you set and hold. You can achieve miraculous things and even shift distorted energy blueprints in your energy field. So, practices like Qigong, practices like Reiki, this is what they are said to do. Now, Memphis has been called a 0 point. And when they started attacking crime, um, they were they kept throwing that phrase out there. And that's because on a cosmological level where Memphis sits, it is a place of all potential. It is a place, it is a Stargate portal, okay, in the city of Memphis. And so they were kind of letting us know what was about to happen before it even happened. So Memphis is ground zero. They called it cold ground zero. And it's because of these stargates being activated, the mounds, they're stargates. The pyramids, they are stargates. The Mississippi River is a liquid ley line that is actually aligned with the Lemurian and Atlantean frequencies of consciousness. You can literally go and sit by the Mississippi River and get downloads just from the proximity with the river. So, people who carry these cosmic codes, certain bloodlines of the indigenous, the African diaspora, are star seeded souls, and they hold a specific DNA encryption that responds to the mound energies. And when the mounds reactivate, these individuals have experiences like sudden ancestral memories, visions of pre colonial civilizations, increased psychic downloads. They may see geometric symbols and learn to speak in star languages, which I call the mother tongue. Some call light language. Also, physical activation through melanin sensitivity to solar flares, which is the reason that a fake sun was created to block out the plasma energy coming from the real sun. Okay, this is to slow down the awakening. Hospitals play a role in this. They're kind of like new world plantations and battlefields, especially in Memphis, and they usually sit in places where there is a lot of trauma. And so the architecture is low vibrational, the fluorescent lights, the EMFs, all the synthetic drugs and stuff. This creates a fragmentation in the soul of people who are unconscious. So it's almost like energy harvesting on the fear of being sick or dying and the dissonance that that creates, and it distorts our ability to be connected to the spirit realm. Okay, some of the things that you could do is use black tourmaline or obsidian, to disrupt this grid trying to attach to you, especially if you have to go to the hospital. And as y'all know, I've been very transparent about this, so I have a lot of experience with this personally. So the flame beings, or the people with the divine spark, us, we are like gatekeepers of the original indigenous aboriginal human template before our DNA fell. Okay, we are memory holders within our DNA of star systems like Sirius, Lyra, and Vega, Orion. The list goes on and on. Okay, now this is being suppressed through legal sorcery. So, birth certificates and fake treaties. The Doctrine of Discovery, 1493, and the Treaty of Tordesillas, 1494, were black magic contracts, okay, to steal land and disconnect people from their cosmic inheritance. Birth certificates turn humans into corporate property, which means you are civilly dead under maritime law. So to be black, to be called black, is to be civilly dead. Are you seeing why we were labeled as black? It wasn't coincidental. It wasn't just because somebody wanted to like say something negative. This is, look at these things from a spiritual cosmological aspect, okay? Now, melanin is a biological quantum antenna, which I'm going to talk about more, and that may be what I continue to talk about in part one of this decoding. But